Let's get ready to ramble. Thank you for joining me. What I'm about to say might be a little offensive to some people. Fair warning. Here it goes. When the colonizers first came to North America and they encountered the Native Americans, one of the things that the natives found kind of strange about these new people was that they were very dirty. They smelled. Their bodies were dirty. They didn't take baths. On the other hand, natives had baths every day. We had songs for going down to the water and taking a bath. This was quite normal and natural for us. So we didn't understand why these people had such an aversion to cleanliness. I thought they were professing cleanliness as being next to godliness or something. Anyway, it turns out that what it was that to take a bath, one had to remove one's clothing. Well, that, of course, made you naked. So they thought that was sinful, that it was sinful to be naked. Therefore, it was sinful to take a bath. Okay, we're all born naked. If it was sinful, why did the Creator decide to make us born this way? If it was dirty, nasty, unacceptable, why weren't we born with clothing? They say that we were created in God's image. Well, if that's the case, God must be naked because that's how we're created. We're born, we are brought into this world naked. So if we are made in God's image, doesn't that mean God is naked? Now, I know there's this stuff about Adam and Eve and a snake and an apple and fruit of knowledge and shouldn't know that we are naked and therefore should be ashamed. I don't understand. Because logic would dictate that God would be naked too if we were made in God's image. Therefore, why did Adam feel ashamed that he was naked if God was also naked? And I'm starting to think that this is more of a symbolic thing, and it's more that his soul felt naked in the presence of the Creator because he felt as though the Creator had access to all of his thoughts. That would make one feel very naked and bare and, open, whatever. And perhaps some of his thoughts were not good. Maybe he wanted to kill animals out of sport. Maybe he wanted to be in control of other things like his wife and be dominant and tell other people what to do. And this made him feel powerful. And I would say that, in my humble opinion, that is definitely something to be ashamed of. I would be ashamed. I mean, why, first of all, thou shalt not judge. So you don't have the right to tell somebody else what to do, because what they're doing might be right for them. And if you have decided, judged, that what they're doing is wrong and they should be corrected, well, you've judged and you've placed yourself in the position of being God, the Creator, to judge another and to punish another, to tell someone what to do. So I have a problem with that. I can't wrap my head around that. I don't understand it. So then we get back to the colonization and what happened way back then. So when this happened, obviously, if you are afraid to wash your body, you don't want to take your clothes off, you don't want to get next to soap and water, you are a walking petri dish for diseases. So it's no wonder that a large percentage of the native population was wiped out because of diseases these dirty colonizers, these dirty immigrants, brought to our shores and contaminated us. We were clean. We kept taking baths. We had sweat lodges. After sweat lodge, we'd go into the water and clean off. We were really clean. And we understood that the correlation between being clean and not being sick, they didn't get that. There's a lot of stuff in nature that the colonizers didn't get. They thought that women were unclean when they were on their menstrual cycle. They didn't understand that that was a natural part of nature, that this was nature's way of saying you're not pregnant this month, maybe next month. If the menstruation stops, that means you're pregnant. They didn't get that. They thought this was all dirty and sinful. I don't understand how you can call something dirty and sinful if it was created by the Great Spirit. By definition, it's blessed, it's sacred, because it was done by the Creator. If it was artificial, then that might be different, but this is something that every natural-born woman, unless they have a problem or surgical intervention or a condition that would prevent it, goes through. So how can you not wrap your brain around the fact that this is normal and natural and something to be grateful for and something to see as beautiful? I don't get it. Anyway, as I said, this was a ramble. You were forewarned. And I did warn you that it could be offensive to some. I don't understand why these people who sit in judgment of others have so large of a history of insanity, illogical stuff in my mind. Let's take it a step further. Let's talk about sex. They think sex is sinful. They have said sex is sinful unless it's in marriage and unless it's to create a child. Well, why did the Creator give us such organs that are stimulated during sexual activity? Why would this be pleasurable to us? If it were only for procreation, there would be a design whereby it would only be stimulating if we were trying to conceive. But as we know, that's not the case. So again, I have to say, if it's made by the Creator, it must be good. There's something good about it, or the Creator wouldn't have made it so. Anyway, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble.